Hello everyone, my name is Phan Duong Tien Phat and today I'm going to have a presentation about a case study. Should company embrace social business? The outline includes four parts. The first part will be the summary of the case studies, and the next, as you see, will be three questions to delve into the content of it. And the case studies is about the social business. So an internal social network is a tool for employers to better understand their employees by having them to connect, learn, share, and grow. It allows for open communication, inspiring creative dialogues across generations and geographies. This tool can promote employee collaboration and knowledge sharing, and have employees make faster decisions, develop more innovative ideas for products and services, and become more engaged in their work and their communities. Besides the advantage of social network, it still have some challenge when the company adopt this tool. Firstly, implementation and adoption of enterprise social networking depend not only on the capabilities of the technologies, but also on the organization culture and compatibility of these tools with the firm business processes. When firms introduce new social media technologies as well as other technologies, a sizable number of employees receive the new tools, sticking to old way of working, including email, because these methods are more familiar and comfortable. Secondly, enterprise capabilities for managing social network and sharing digital content can have an or hurt an organization. Social network can provide rich and diverse sources of information that enhance organizational productivity, efficiency, and innovation. They can be used to support pre-existing groups of like-minded people that are reluctant to communicate and exchange knowledge with outsiders. Productivity and morale will fall if employees use internet social network to criticize others or pursue personal agendas. Finally, successful social business strategies require leadership and behavioral change. Just sponsoring social projects is not enough. Managers need to demonstrate their commitment to a more open and transparent work style. Employees who are used to collaborating and doing business in more traditional way need an incentive to use social software. Therefore, management needs to ensure that the internal and external social network efforts of the company are providing general value to the business. For instance, in the case study, Mark Clothes, a popular online apparel, accessory, and home decor retailer known for its fun and engaging customer shopping experience. The company business is based on strong social media tied with customer and with 134,000 Twitter followers and 1,600,000 Facebook likes. So they choose Yammer to start its social business tool. And then Yammer and then it was soon being used by over 250 employees across 4 offices in the United States. Yammer has proved very useful for connecting people and ideas, saving Modclo considerable time and money. So, um, so we move to the second part, and the first questions: identify the management, organization, and technology factor affecting adoption of internal corporate social network. In terms of management, no matter young or old employees who were collaborating and doing business in more traditional setting normally need an incentive to use social software. However, majority of the companies are not providing incentive to the employees. There are only 22% of the user and of the social software believe the technologies is useful and necessary to their job. Regarding organization, Those companies that have tried to set up the internal social network have found out that employees who are used to the business in the certain way and overcoming the organizational can prove difficult. Half of the survey respondents said that internal social network has a very little impact on the employee retention, the speed of making decisions, or reduction of meeting. And the last one is technologies to increase the motivation to adopt the social networking technologies ease of use and increase job efficiencies are more important compared to the peer pressure. Most of the IT professionals consider their own internal social network as only average or below average, and the biggest reason is low adoption rates of the employee to and the content on the network must be relevant, up to date, and easy to access. User to use the network that is more user friendly rather than difficult to reach. Um, Continue with the second questions. Compare the experience implementing internal social network of the organization described in this case. Why were some successful, and what role this measurement plays in the process? Uh, for the for the question, we will compare two companies. The NASA got the Space Flight Center and the Robbins. Two of these have a clear difference of how they apply to the network. Uh, in terms of NASA got the Space Flight Center, is the example who failed to implement the internal social network. They set a custom-built enterprise social network called Spacebook, and it's to have small teams to collaborate without emailing the larger group. Spacebook included user profile, group workspace like wikis, discussion, forum, file sharing, and group creation. However, Spacebook was failed, and it was due to its not focused enough on people, and the networks were not taking into consideration on the organization culture and politics. The employees don't understand and don't realize how the network would have them to do their job. Meanwhile, Red Robin is the one who succeeds in implementing the internal social network. Red Robin is a chain with 355 restaurants, about 20,000 employees working in it. And they use the social networking to reach their frontline employees who interact with the customer a rate of voice in the company, because the CIO of the company believes that engaging the employee would increase employee loyalty and bringing them motivation to work. Red Robin is taking into consideration on the employee comment and always improve the company accordingly. Red Robin decided to try Yammer, which is a platform for people to create conversation, perform status updates, upload and share files, and set up a work group for small project team, just like Facebook. It allows the employees to communicate with the higher management and receive immediately feedback. The management must be clear of what is needed by the employees, as they are the most important asset to the company because they are the one working and bringing the company toward its goal. Employees' comments and feelings must be taken into consideration for every decision making. So no matter how good the network and revolution is, if it's not attractive to the employees, it could not be success. So we go into the last questions. Should the company implement internal enterprise social network? Why or why not? Uh, yes, in my opinion, I think all companies should implement internal enterprise social network. Internal social network is actually a very useful tool for the company to reduce expense, time and improve productivity. It's a very influential in driving a business to success as employees from different areas of the world can all connect and share ideas and strategy with each other, while also allowing upper management to coordinate with the employee as well. Combine, uh, Companies should provide incentive to encourage the employee to adopt the new system. I believe that if the employees are clear of what benefit they will receive with the new system, they would be more willing to accept the change. So that's the end of my presentation. And here's the preference. If you want to have further information and feel free to contact me via the email. And thanks for watching.